It's
Rex. Yo, what is up everybody, RexEncholada here. And today we have an OU battle versus my good friend Tuan Getsu. So check this man out. He does do Wi-Fi and he does upload. He does Showdown as well. But, yeah, I kind of forgot what I was going to say. I'm kind of tired. I haven't been to sleep yet, and it's like noon. But the way I see it, it's already noon. When I go to sleep, might as well just stay up for the rest of the day. Anyway, looking at the team preview, I just have a little trick room team that I thrown together just because I want to use that whole trick room V-create Victini. So I just threw on some slow stuff. And SD Scizor with the red card so he gets a free Swords Dance up. And then I threw on a Banded Rampardos to head smash everything, and we're good. Now, my opponent's team is a threat in and of itself because it's weather, and I don't have weather, which makes this team automatically threatening. But that's enough for the team preview. Let's just get straight into the battle. So, if you haven't noticed yet, I got a new layout, and this shit is looking sexy as fuck. But anyway, I'm just going to lead with my Rampardos, just predicting his Ninetales lead, and knowing that most good players don't run Solar Beam on their Ninetales. So I figure I should be able to take any one hit, and it turns out that he has the Energy Ball, but again, I should be able to take any one hit. Energy Ball is included within that, and I'm just going to head smash, and provided I hit, this thing is about to die. Like, I have, what, base 165 attack, I'm max attack, I'm brave, this isn't living except he has a focus sash. So now, I barely live the recoil, and that's good because after I get a trick room up, something else is dying. So I'm just going to save my Rampardos for later and switch into my Reuniclus to take another Energy Ball. And that's exactly what's going to happen as he goes for Energy Ball. It doesn't do much, he doesn't get a special defense drop, which is like a 10% chance. And I get some HP back with my leftovers. So as I take this flamethrower and get burned, which is obviously the most influential burn in any Pokemon match ever, hashtag JK, I'm kidding, I have Magic Guard, I don't have to worry about that. I'm just going to set up a trick room and just proceed to, you know, just kill this thing off. It is chilling at its focus sash, and I decided to set up a trick room first instead of kill it because I knew he couldn't kill me with any one move. And I'd rather have my trick room up now instead of getting it up later. And it turns out that he also has Protect. So he's like Flamethrower, Energy Ball, Protect with a Focus Sash. I don't know this set, but I don't like it. It's already prevented me from 2 kills and already took away a turn in my Trick Room. I don't like it. So after I take out the Ninetales with a Side Shock, he brings in this D-Knight named Ord. It should be named Kettle because, you know, Kettle was the orange dragon. And I'm just going to go for a Side Shock, and it does like 30%. And I think, oh my lord, Reuniclus is a beast. Why do I not use this more? Nope. Turns out to be a crit, and then he gets some instant justice and crits me again with the Fire Punch. But luckily, due to the Side Shock and the Trick Room being up, I got to hit him first, and I got to see that he is not banded. And I still have one more turn of Trick Room, and I'm about to get rid of this threat right now. I'm just going to bring in my Rampardos, click Head Smash, and whatever he brings in is going to die. And if you leave this in, I'm pretty sure this is going to die. And that's impressive, because Dragonite is not the frailest of things around. Like, that thing has respectable defenses, and it just died, just from 70% straight to full. It's ridiculous. But here I'm going to bring in my Victini, and this works perfectly because he brings in his Alakazam, and so I can just U-turn out, bluffing that I am the Choice Scarf set, which works perfectly for me because he doesn't know that I'm the whole Trick Room set. And looking at my team, Victini would be a Choice Scarfer, and even though this is a Trick Room set, I did decide to put like max speed just because I couldn't have everything slow. So I'm going to U-turn out to my Conch Elder, and he knows that I'm not Guts. So he's going to go for the Serene Grace and try to get a burn on me. Luckily it doesn't work, and I'm going to go for the Drain Punch. And look how slow this Blissey's HP is going down. Like, it went down so slow, I literally thought it was going to live. Like, I was like, okay, I know I'm a Conch Elder, I know this is a Drain Punch, I know Blissey has shit awful defense, but this is probably still going to live just because of how slow it's going down. But no, it didn't. And I also forgot to mention that I had a Life Orb on top of that. But anyway, I'm just going to go out to my Conch Elder, and here I had options. I could Mach Punch to bring it down to a Sash, or I could just go directly out to Ferrothorn. And I'm just going to go to Ferrothorn because I can save Conch Elder for later because he has a Venusaur, and I can hit Ice Punch because, as you see on the little set thing, I do have Ice Punch on this set, so that'll be helpful against the Venusaur. And now here he's going to go for a Side Shock, and I'm just going to take that because I'm a Ferrothorn, and he's going to go for a Shadow Ball. And as we're going to find out, he's not even Sash, so I don't know why he went for the Shadow Ball, because to me, if you're running non-Sash Alakazam, you're too frail to be over-predicting. So you just attack what's in front of you, and if they decide to switch out, then you switch out. That's how I see it. But he goes to his Kenpachi, which is his Conch Elder, and I just decided I'm going to leave his Pharaoh Thorn in for fodder, just because I don't want anything to take that huge ass hit. And I'm just going to go for Lisi, and he bulks up, and this thing has just became a huge threat, because if you can see, my team gets shat on by Conch Elder. Like, Victini gets popped with a payback, and it can't kill because it's at +1. So, like, V-Create, it could kill, but if it doesn't, I'm just going to get popped. So what I have to do is immediately switch out to my Scizor, and just hope that I can live and get the red card switch out off, because if I don't live, the red card doesn't activate. And luckily I do live with 74 HP, and the red card activates, and I get this huge ass threat out of here, but he goes out to his Venusaur. So I know that since he's on the Sun team, he does have the HP Fire, so I'm just going to go for a Bullet Punch to get some damage off. And since I'm not Bandit, it's not going to 2-hit KO, so honestly, he could have just growth right here and just proceeded to sweep my team. But he just goes for the safe HP Fire, and now it pretty much comes down to whether or not this Venusaur has Sleep Powder and whether or not he can hit. Because I have to go for the Trick Room in order to not die. Well, I don't have to go for the Trick Room, but if I go for the Trick Room, then it'll make sure that I'll outspeed, quote unquote, or his Conch Elder will outspeed me, so it can't hit me with a payback and kill me off. So he has Earthquake, which scared me, but it turns out that this is a specially invested Venusaur with Earthquake, so the Earthquake doesn't do a lot, and since he didn't get up that growth on my Scizor, he's not going to be able to kill me, so I'm just going to be able to go for a Trick Room, and then on the following turn hit him up with a Flare Blitz. And now his Conch Elder comes in, and even though Conch Elder is one of the bulkiest things in the game, like for it to not be a wall, this is Sun boosted, this is a Flare Blitz, this is what? This is like an Outrage, 180 base power after stab, yeah, this is an Outrage, so he has to go for the Drain Punch because the Mach Punch, or not the Mach Punch, because the payback won't kill because he goes first due to Trick Room being up, and I can just finish him off with the V-Create. So that is the 3-0 victory in my favor, but honestly, if my Scizor would have died, he would have just swept me with that. Or if he would have just growth instead of killing off my Scizor, he would have swept me with that. So luckily he did not do any of those things. So yeah, that was just a quick fun battle I had, and it was mainly just to show off the layout, and it was also to show off, you know, fun battles can be semi-competitive as well. But yeah, that was all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope that you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, you know, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and remember that you are a rose in a field of daisies. Deuces.